Hum baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. We got a few moves to talk about, and I'll give my thoughts, and I want yours in that comment section down below. The Chicago Cubs have, well, first of all, they non-tendered Kyle Schwarber, and he is signed now with the Washington Nationals. So Kyle Schwarber, going to be strange to see him in a different uniform, but it's about to happen. Kyle Schwarber is a National, and it was a big hole on the roster out in the outfield for the Nats. And they addressed this hole on Saturday, agreeing to a one-year deal around $10 million. Pretty good contract, I would have to say, for Schwarber, who's coming off a season where he only hit 188 with a 308 on base. He did have 11 home runs and 191 at-bats, but that was, of course, a shortened season, and that's after a 2019 where he hit 250 with 38 home runs. So the Nationals will definitely be hoping for a bounce-back year from Kyle Schwarber, and I think this is a pretty good deal. 38 home run career high, 98 2 RBI career high. He is still very young, only 27, turning 28. There's no reason to think that he doesn't have some big seasons left in him. So Kyle Schwarber is going to be a Washington National, and I think this is a really nice signing for him. I don't know if about $10 million. That's, but you got to pay to get the guy, and you can't put too much stock into that shortened season. I don't think he's going to hit under 200 again in 2021, although that's absolutely terrible to hit under 200. But remember, shortened season is a shortened season. So we'll see what happens. I think it's a good deal for the Nationals, and hopefully Nationals fans are happy about it. And we will definitely have a team preview coming up very soon on the Washington Nationals, and we'll get into that entire team, going through the lineups and everything. But for today, just wanted to say I do like the signing. I think it is a very good signing. Kyle Schwarber, like I said, when I looked at his age, I said, oh yeah, that's great. Now, if he's 32, different story, especially after that tough 2020. But guys, 27 years old, great signing for the Nationals. He could have some big years left in that bat. But the Giants have made a move, and I actually like this move also. The Giants traded Sam Coonrod for 2020 draft pick Carson Ragsdale. And I like the move because, you know what, Sam Coonrod, he has some good heat on that fastball, but he continues to come in and just blow games, get hit hard. Reminds me a lot of Hunter Strickland. I liked the potential with Coonrod, and when he's hitting 101 with filth, I mean, yeah, it's nice to see, and he gets you excited, but then he'll come in and blow a save or two. And, Sam Coonrod, I don't think he was going to be a big part of the Giants bullpen going forward. It has nothing to do with any of his, I know he's had some controversial comments. Honestly, I do not care about any of that. Sorry, but I really don't care about any of that. I loved the potential, and I loved what he brought to the field at times, but when it comes with a bunch of blown saves and just giving up home runs and just not being effective, I mean, in just 14.2 innings in 2020, he gave up 16 runs. That's an ERA of 9.82. That is terrible. Walked 7, gave up a couple bombs. Yes, he struck out 15. So he has that strikeout stuff, and he has filthy stuff. So there is potential that this could be a terrible trade for the Giants. If he goes over to the Phillies, and we'll talk about who we got, Coonrod could end up being a really good pitcher for the Phillies. He could be a closer. He could be a setup guy. He's got that potential. He's got that stuff. He's still just 28 years old, and, for the Phillies who need help in that bullpen, this is a move that makes sense for them. They need potentially really good arms in the bullpen, but Sam Coonrod, of course, it could be terrible for the Phillies and just add to their problems. It just remains to be seen how that works out. But when you're talking about getting a 2020 draft pick in Carson Ragsdale, I did a little research on the guy. I can't pretend I've heard of him, but I did some research on Carson Ragsdale. And even though he didn't go until the 4th round, he is a big dude, 6'8", 225 from the University of South Florida. Came back in 2020 after he had Tommy John, recovered from Tommy John, and in those 4 starts in 2020, he struck out 10, 9, 8, and 10, respectively, posting a 2.84 earned run average. He's got a good fastball, mid-90s, curveball, changeup. He could end up being a starter. He could end up being a really good reliever. A lot of potential in this guy, and, we're just bolstering that system. I mean, I don't know if, you thought that Sam Coonrod was going to be a big, important part of the bullpen in 21, then I could see that this would be a disappointing move. But the reality is 2020, he should have been ready to go, and he was absolutely terrible. Yes, it was a shortened season, and yes, he had shown some great potential. But you know what? We held on to Hunter Strickland for probably too long. Maybe this is a good move. I like the move. I think it's going to work out. I wish Sam Coonrod the best of luck. I hope that, it works out for him. But as far as this deal working out, well, hopefully all we can hope is that Carson Ragsdale helps us someday. If not, could be a nothing trade. It could be a meaningless trade. Maybe neither of these guys turns out to be helpful big leaguers. But right now, it's a deal that makes sense. And we got a guy who's 22 now who could help us in the future. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. His 4th round pick. So obviously, yeah. And the Phillies are intrigued. Pitchers who throw 100 mile an hour don't grow on trees. That's true. I think it's a good move on both sides. We'll see how it works out. Also wanted to take note that the Giants missed out on Japanese star. This one hurts. I kind of thought we were going to get him. I thought we were going to get Tomoyuki Sugano, and he's going to stay in Japan for at least another season. And this sucks because this guy is so good. He's going to continue to be so good. And with every season we could have him over here in the States, he could build a great big. I mean, all due respect to his Japanese career, that's important too. But we would love to have him over here. Let's just say that and give him an opportunity to have a nice big league career, and would have been able to help the Giants sooner rather than later. But as of now, he's going to be helping the Giants, the Yomiuri Giants, and we can only hope that he becomes available again, and maybe the Giants will have another shot at him, but it won't be for 2021. And this was a big disappointment. Like it says in this article, the Giants have 0 proven starters signed beyond 2021. Gausman, Cueto, DeSclafani, all their contracts expire, and some would argue if even any of them are, obviously they're proven starters from the past, but Cueto, we don't know what we're going to get out of Cueto. We don't know what we're going to get out of Gausman, and frankly, we don't know what we're going to get out of DeSclafani. Any of these 3 guys can have terrible seasons. None of these guys are, true, definite aces at this point in their careers. So we'll hope for the best. Gausman is probably the ace, but we'll hope for the best. Logan Webb, Tyler Beede are other guys. Again, youngsters. Beede coming off of surgery. Logan Webb is off and on. It's a shaky rotation. I thought that this was almost like a must-have to have any chance in 2021. I still feel that way. I mean, Sugano or somebody. Doesn't have to be Bauer or a top free agent, but I think we need help in the rotation. But I could be wrong. Maybe Gausman, Cueto, DeSclafani, Beede, and Webb all have great years, and we have the best rotation of baseball. Probably not, but, we could dream. Also, we got a minor league deal with Jay Jackson. Right-hander Jay Jackson, this is from Mark DeLucci, is close to a minor league deal with the Giants. So, big strikeout stuff, 13.2 strikeouts per nine, but has some control issues at the MLB level. Been a dominant at AAA and in Japan since moving to the bullpen. So, can't complain about that move. We're getting rid of Coonrod. He's on his way. We got a good young prospect, but now we have another guy who has dominant strikeout stuff. Jay Jackson has a ton of experience in the minor leagues. His career goes back to 2008, and he has only had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. 2019 was the most experience he's had in 30 innings. ERA of 4.45. It's better than Coonrod's ERA, which was over 9. So, honestly, I feel like Jay Jackson may have a better chance to help us than Coonrod. Could be wrong about that, but I think Jay Jackson, even though this article says he's had control problems, his big league career isn't very long. He's got decent control in the minors. So, I think we're getting a guy who could be helpful for the Giants in 2021. It's hard to say, which of these is going to be better. This guy's a little bit older. He's 32, 33 years old, but still, I like this signing. Can't complain. It's a minor league deal, and I like the trade. Let me know what you guys think of all these moves. What do you think? What do you think of Jay Jackson? What do you think of the Giants trading Coonrod for a 22-year-old pitcher who got good stuff, decent fastball? He didn't throw 100, but he still got a lot of potential. Big guy, could develop more velocity. What do you think of all these moves? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate your support, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya! Thank you so much for checking out that video. This is Eric, and if you're a fan of Humm Baby Baseball, please check out our store at humbabybaseball.com/store. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have hats, and we have much more on the way, so you can check out everything we have right there, including the Umpire Strikes Back, one of our many t-shirts. So I would really appreciate if you guys could check that out. Have a fantastic day. We're going to talk to you later.
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye.